Good evening and welcome to another edition of HGP Sport. For today, I'm Jaden Samuels. Thanks for joining us. Football news: the Golden Jaguars makes their Gold Cup debut in 2 hours, taking on defending champions the USA, an achievement the English-speaking South American nation has been waiting to see. The details in this report. The land of many waters will cement football history at 22 hours in Minnesota when the flagship team, the Golden Jaguars, opened their bid for glory at the 2019 CONCACAF Gold Cup against defending champions, the USA. Speaking at the press conference before the match, Golden Jaguars coach Michael Johnson, in answering one of the many questions asked as it relates to what this means for Guyana, had this to say.
If you was there on the night, you would have known, the night of qualification, you would have known what it meant. It was grown men, women, children on that pitch which were breaking down in tears, because they'd waited so long to see their men's senior team do something like this. And the inspirational stories, what now spring from the opportunities that this will bring, is huge. Just speaking about where we are now in regards playing in the Gold Cup, and the performances of the players could actually attract some of the bigger name teams to come and play against Guyana now. Bigger name teams, bigger audience, big more finance.
Guyana inked its name on the Gold Cup schedule after ending the Nations League in 7th place overall after a 2-1 win over visiting Belize at the Leonora Track and Field facility in March this year. Johnson is steadfast in the fact that his charges are very prepared for the task at hand, citing that they have been living together and getting to know each other both on and off the field. Whichever way the match goes, it will be a win for the Jaguars and more so Guyana. Jaden Samuels, HGP Sport. More football news. The GFF and Capelli Sport has announced their partnership and will be the official uniform supplier for the Golden Jaguars in the ongoing CONCACAF Gold Cup. Let's take a look. The Guyana Football Federation, GFF, and Capelli Sport, the international sportswear and teamwear brand, have announced a partnership between the sporting entities. For the 2019 CONCACAF Gold Cup, which take place June 15 through July 7, Capelli Sport will be the exclusive uniform supplier for the GFF. The CONCACAF Gold Cup is a competition held every 2 years with 16 participating nations, qualifying through each of CONCACAF's 3 sub-regions of North America, Central America, and the Caribbean. This initial partnership has led to positive discussions regarding a long-term partnership between Capelli Sport and the Guyana Football Federation, with plans for additional exciting details to be released following the conclusion of the 2019 CONCACAF Gold Cup competition. As a CONCACAF member, the Golden Jaguars will make its first appearance in the Gold Cup this year, following qualification in March 2019. With a cohesive group in place, the team has made great strides in the development of the sport, including this historic moment for the country. On the national scale, the GFF is the premier football entity working to promote football by providing educational, physical, and total developmental initiatives amongst youth and adult programs. In 8 years of operation, Capelli Sport has become the partner of and the official outfitter for a number of internationally recognized sporting organizations, professional clubs, and international teams. Currently, Capelli Sport distributes its world-class training gear and apparel in more than 25 countries worldwide. Jaden Samuels, HGP Sport. Taking a look at the ongoing ExxonMobil Under-14 schools football, Samuel Gillis gives us a quick update on the tournament being played at the Ministry of Education ground, Carifesta Avenue. The details in this report.
At the Ministry of Education ground, Carifesta Avenue, the second annual ExxonMobil Under-14 schools football competition saw the Richard Ishmael versus Lodge secondary game that was scheduled to run off become a no-show, while on the other pitch, Plaisance drew with North Rumvelt 1-1. This tournament is being sponsored by DDL under the Pepsi brand and the Ministry of Public Health under the Chronic Disease Unit. As the game progressed, St. Mary's trashed Annandale 5-1. Annandale's consolation came from an own goal. New Camberville also were winners via a 3-1 margin over Ansgrove thanks to Ronaldo Gomes, who scored in the 22nd and the 25th minute. Marian Academy were also winners over President's College via a 2-1 margin. Cummins Lodge won by a walk-over Golden Grove, while St. John's College trashed Kingston 8-0. Meanwhile, Tutorial was the 2-0 winner over East Rumvelt, but Queenstown and St. Stanislaus College played to a goalless stalemate. Dolphin Secondary secured its first win of the tournament with a 2-1 scoreline over Tocqueville, despite Tocqueville Secondary having Ryan Green in the 20th minute on target. Charlestown then steamrolled Brigham 5-1. For GP Sport, I am Samuel Gillis.
Let's turn our attention to some basketball news. President's College claimed 2 victories recently at the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall in the youth basketball Georgetown and East Coast regionals, including a massive win against Tutorial High in the under-18 division. Here again, Samuel Gillis.
In basketball, play between Marian Academy and President's College in the under-14 division was well supported over the weekend. Richard Semple led PC in the 66-point victory, 77-11, against the Georgetown School. The team powered his way to the game-high 27 points and 8 rebounds. Support came from Bailey, who added 18 points, and McDonald with 11 points, 9 boards. Peter Thompson led Tutorial with 4 points, 9 rebounds. In the under-14 division, PC trashed Marian Academy 27-8. Mentor led the East Coast School with a double-double 12 points and 10 rebounds, while Barnwell added 5 points, 7 rebounds. In another under-14 clash, St. Stanislaus College got past YBG Cluster by a score of 23-17. In a close under-18 clash, Marian Academy was able to shoo their way past GTI 40-35. Josiah Daniels and Akila Haynes did it at both ends of the court for the win with 13 points, 10 rebounds and 12 points. Bishop's High dominated against their Georgetown counterpart, St. Rose's High, in the other under-18 clash. The tournament is sponsored by Edward B.B. Harry and Company Limited, National Sports Commission, Banks DIH Limited, and ExxonMobil. For GP Sport, I am Samuel Gillis.
Cricket news. England 397 was unstoppable against Afghanistan, who faltered in the chase, reaching 247 as their overs expired. Captain Neon Morgan was unstoppable with the bat. He made 148. Johnny Bairstow gets among the runs again. He made 90. And Joe Root chipping in with 88, taking England 3 runs short of the 400 mark. Ashmatullah Shahidi got to 70, Rahmat Shah 46, and Asghar Afghan 44, top scored for Afghanistan. That concludes our cast for this evening. Do have a productive evening. I'm Jaden Samuels reminding you, as always, say yes to life, yes to sport, and no to drugs. Good night.